Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a fascinating piece of American pocket change, the 1972 Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it may seem like just another common coin, but as you'll soon discover, the story behind this quarter involves history, rarity, errors, and values that might surprise you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the 1972 quarter deserves a second look. The Washington Quarter series was first issued in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The original design by John Flanagan stayed on the coin for decades, including the 1972 issue. But what makes the 1972 quarter especially interesting is the time period in which it was struck, the BY 1972. America was well into the clad coinage era. Just a few years earlier, in 1965, the U.S. Mint had eliminated silver from quarters due to a nationwide shortage and rising silver prices. From then on, all quarters were struck in copper-nickel clad, a copper core sandwiched between nickel layers. The 1972 quarter is part of this modern clad era, but that doesn't mean it's without value. Design features on the obverse. You'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington facing left. Above him is the word liberty. To the left is the motto, "In God We Trust." And the date 1972 sits at the bottom. On the reverse, you see the heraldic eagle with its wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows with olive branches below. At the top is United States of America and the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, with quarter dollar written at the bottom. This reverse design stayed until 1998, before the 50-state quarters program completely changed the look of America's quarters. Minting and mintage. The 1972 Washington quarter was struck at 3 different mints. Philadelphia, no mint mark, about 215 million struck. Denver, D mint mark, about 311 million struck. San Francisco, S mint mark, around 3.2 million proof coins sold. Directly to collectors, that's a lot of coins. But as with all collectibles, sheer numbers don't tell the whole story. Condition, rarity of errors, and market demand make the difference. Specifications: composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel over pure copper core weight, 5.67 grams diameter, 24.3 mm edge. Reeded, no silver here. By 1972, the silver quarter was long gone from circulation. Collector values now. Let's get into what everyone wants to know. What's it worth? In circulated condition, most 1972 quarters are worth only 25 cents. In mint state. Grades: MS63, around $2 to $3. MS65, about $10 to $15. MS66, can reach $75 to $120. MS67, rare and desirable, worth $1,000 to $2,000 plus. Proof coins from San Francisco are worth about $5 to $10 each, with deep cameo PR 69, 70s, sometimes reaching $100 to $300. Error coins and varieties. Here's where the 1972 quarter becomes exciting. Certain errors and varieties turn this ordinary coin into a serious collectible. Double die obverse, DDO. Some coins show doubling in the date or lettering. These can range from $50 to $200. Off-center strikes. Coins with the design misaligned can sell for $75 to $500, depending on how dramatic the error is. Clipped planchets, a coin with a missing crescent-shaped piece of metal. Values range from $25 to $150. Struck on wrong planchet. Occasionally, a 1972 quarter was struck on a blank mint for a dime, nickel, or even a foreign coin. These errors can sell for $500 to several $1,000s. Proof errors, 1972. Some proof coins came with missing cameo frosting or multiple strikes. These are rare and valuable to specialists. Auction highlights, and 1972. D quarter in MS67 sold for nearly $2,500. A proof 1972. SPR 70 deep cameo has reached over $1,000. Off-center strike errors from this year have sold for $800 plus in high-demand auctions. Why collectors care so? Why is the 1972 quarter worth collecting at all? Transitional era. It represents the fully established clad era. By this point, collectors were realizing that high-grade clad coins could be rare because people didn't save them in rolls like they did with silver coins. Condition: rarity. While hundreds of millions were struck, very few survive in pristine MS67 condition, and that's what drives up prices. Error potential. Because of the huge mintage, error coins exist, and some are extremely valuable. Completing sets. For Washington quarter set collectors, the 1972 is essential. Serious registry set collectors pay top dollar for the best examples. Key takeaways: a 1972 quarter in your pocket change is usually only worth face value, but high-grade uncirculated examples, especially MS67, can be worth thousands. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet coins add massive value. Proof 1972. S quarters are collectible, especially in deep cameo grades. Closing thoughts: so the next time you're going through your change, Don't overlook a 1972 quarter. While most are only worth 25 cents, a small percentage can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Remember, history hides in plain sight. And coins like the 1972 quarter remind us that even modern-looking pocket change can carry hidden treasures. So grab those jars, check your rolls, and who knows? You might just be sitting on a 1972 quarter worth far more than you ever imagined.